You thought it was bad before. Wait till you see how the next 2 years rolls out for construction industry workforce. The shortage of workers in all aspects of construction has been a crisis for the last year and a half or 2 years. Everything from skilled trades to licensed subcontractors, electricians, even to day laborers and framers. There's been a shortage. It's been tough for every aspect of construction to get enough coverage, and even then the supporting trades, things like lumber mills, things like delivery drivers. Well, according to industry experts, it's only going to get worse, and the industry trade publications and the financial analysts that look at the building and contracting industry are saying that it's going to intensify even over the next 6 months, and it could be a long-term problem to take a toll on the rest of the economy. A lot of the cost of items has a factor that comes from construction. If you have a warehouse, if you have a retail facility, all of those structures originate from a construction project. And if the budget on that project is increased, multiply that times a higher interest rate on the capital for that project, and you're talking about a permanent additional cost for that infrastructure that's baked into the fixed cost of whatever that facility is. So that the overall price of building anything is going to be higher. And that'll factor into the output price of whatever's manufactured there, whatever's sold there, whatever's transported there for the permanent lifespan of that building. How much more are we talking about? Well, let's take a look. According to the article, because of employee costs, you're going to see jobs that were predicted to cost $500 million end up costing $600 million because you have to pay people more. And the jobs take longer. There's other costs involved. So take that extra $100 million, factor it into a commercial project, an airport, a warehouse, a manufacturing plant, and add the additional financing costs for that $100 million. And now that facility now has a higher mortgage, higher cost of operating that facility, and that's going to have a domino effect on the rest of the economy. And it's really a feedback loop because all of the employees that work on that project are retail consumers, and they're going to need to buy products and services from companies like whoever ends up taking possession of this building. So they're going to need to make more money on a salary to afford the things that come from that building. So this is a spiral. It's not getting better anytime soon. Part of the problem is there's many workers in the trades that are aging out of their career. They're getting to be in their late 50s or 60s, sometimes early 70s, and the physical toll of working in construction is not really kind of work anymore. And you don't have that same pipeline of staffing coming up through the ranks. Look, even if you watch old episodes of This Old House back from the 80s and early 90s, when they had tradespeople come in to do a job, the plumber, the electrician, the concrete company, the landscaper, the company that does rock and brick construction. They're all family businesses. You know, they had the father, the son, sometimes you had grandkids, you had brothers and sisters, and you don't have that anymore. You don't have that family trade pathway, career ladder coming into the construction industry. You don't have people coming from outside the industry. Anybody who's leaving another job is leaving it for a reason of have something less intense, less physically demanding. You're not going to go from anything else into construction. The numbers just aren't there. Certainly construction jobs and other blue-collar jobs, diesel mechanic, aircraft mechanic, they have higher rates of pay, but it's not enough of a difference for somebody to choose that over other jobs that are out there, even working at Amazon in the warehouse, even doing social media management or any of the other softer businesses that a person has an opportunity to get involved with. This can have a serious effect on the building trade, on the cost of facilities, commercial and residential. And the reason why is because it's not a business that can be replaced with automation. If you have a job that's programming, coding, even sales, customer service, retail, you can replace those slots with some form of automation. Computers can do their own coding. You can have retail be done with kiosks or online. You can't replace two hands and a strong back toting a wheelbarrow to a job site with a robot, at least not yet. So this is going to have a permanent effect. It's still reverberating through the industry. It's not going to get better anytime soon. There's no pipeline that's coming. There's no big batch of potential workers coming out of trade school, coming out of college, graduating high school that want to get into this business. So if you're a general contractor preparing, you need to look at your business from the standpoint of retaining staffing that you have, retaining skilled tradespeople that you have. If you have contacts with subs that do some of the work for you, you need to retain them and maybe help them collect staff and put people into positions in their organizations. Let us know what you think in the comments. How's this affecting you? And do you have this experience with a shortage of either employees for your business or subcontractors that can help put together a project?